Kubrick opens his epic film with the beginning of the evolution of man. The first scene of the movie has no dialogue, only apes portraying man in his most basic form. The first step in the evolution of man is marked by the appearance of a black monolith, and soon after this appearance, the apes recognize the use of tools. With a toss of a bone, Kubrick then fast-forwards 4 million years to the year 2001, where man has finally reached the peak of its evolution. Throughout the film, the beauty of space is juxtaposed by a beautifully chosen soundtrack that matches the quiet serenity of scenes such as this. The artistry in 2001 is found in the sci-fi space landscapes and eerie score to match. A lack of dialogue asks the viewer to focus on other aspects of the film. In a scene comparable to the first time we witnessed the monolith, the mystery returns on the moon where it produces an ear-shattering sound when photographed. This is the monolith marking another point of human progress, the exploration of space. The HAL 9000 is the operating computer behind the mission to Jupiter, and exists to present the challenge of technology against man.
Good afternoon, Hal. How's everything going?
Good afternoon, Mr. Amer. Everything is going extremely well.
Hal, you have an enormous responsibility on this mission. In many ways, perhaps the greatest responsibility of any single mission element. You're the brain and central nervous system of the ship, and your responsibilities include watching over the men in hibernation. Does this ever cause you any lack of confidence?
Let me put it this way, Mr. Amer. The 9000 series is the most reliable computer ever made. No 9000 computer has ever made a mistake or distorted information. We are all, by any practical definition of the words, foolproof and incapable of error.
Hal's confidence leads him to believe that the men who run the ship are the biggest threat to the completion of the mission.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal. I don't think he can hear us.
Rotate the pod, please, Hal. Yeah, I'm sure we're okay. Well, what do you think?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I've got a bad feeling about him.
You do?
Yeah, definitely. Don't you?
I don't know, I think so.
In this scene, the audience watches man's tools turn against him while in the most helpless of situations, floating through space.
Stop.
Though man's ingenuity triumphs, and in his last moments, Hal exposes that he has adapted human-like characteristics, notably fear.
Stop, Dave. Will you stop, Dave? Stop, Dave. I'm afraid. I'm afraid, Dave. Dave. My mind is going.
Man is now alone to face the supernatural forces that brought him here. This brings us to Kubrick's ultimate trip, in which he uses the most advanced special effects technology at the time to illustrate man evolving past that technology that previously had deterred him. The White Room represents the final stage of evolution for mankind. The main character must confront his dying self and recognize that death is part of the evolution. In this final scene, man lays on his deathbed and the monolith appears again, marking the final stage of evolution. At this point, the old man turns into an unborn child and is then reborn into the universe. "2001" is a classic because of its incredibly epic plot, with such subtle dialogue and production that the details are exaggerated. The slowly moving scenes, with mild music or no sound, allow the audience time to think and digest the weight of the film. And to this day, no other director has been able to recreate the feeling that Kubrick was able to create in 2001: A Space Odyssey.